Hi everyone, my name is Mariama and I like to talk about mindset, sales. My background is mostly in sales if this is your first time here. And within sales, the main thing to understand is that whatever you think is usually true. Today I just want to get into a little bit of like planning for 2026 with you guys and just kind of how to break out of your own way and get out of your own way. So, as we're entering the new year, everyone has all these goals that they want to accomplish, whether it is to get fit, whether it is to save more money, whether it's to travel more, to take care of themselves, whatever it is. We usually make a list of all these things and then we kind of check in within ourselves. We always like check it halfway through the year, and maybe throughout the year we reassess or we come back to it and realize like we haven't touched anything yet. So this year, what's going to make 2026 different? What's going to make 2026 different is that you're going to understand that you are the only person standing in your way. The other thing that's going to make 2026 different is you understanding that the first step is not the only step. So a lot of people even start their goals and then they just like stop, right? So for me, for an example, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, just talking to people, and I started picturing the end goal instead of just kind of waiting around to see, not waiting around, but instead of just starting the process and see how I grow through the process. A lot of people try to skip the learning phase, and within life, the only thing that's going to be worth it is the stuff that you learn along the way of getting what you want. And sometimes we just want to skip ahead and have accomplished all these goals. Um, for example, I started weightlifting about maybe like 3 years ago, and I used to see all these body transformations. And if anyone says like it takes 30 days to build abs or build a booty or anything like that, they are lying to you. They are lying. There's no such thing. In order to get the physique that you want, it takes years of work and self control, and there's just a process that happens with you getting to that end goal. And if you don't learn the process of becoming that person, you are not going to be able to stay where you're at. So if you don't go through the blood, sweat, and tears, and you don't learn all the up and downs that comes with it, when you get to that, when you get to your perfect body or whatever your ideal of the perfect body is, whether it is you grew your butt or you never learn like the process of like protein and making sure that you take your rest days, checking on your sleep. Like I feel like every year through this journey I've become better and better, and I've just learned more and more to make me stick to where I'm at eventually when I get there. Because even right now, I'm not 100% at my goal yet, but I've gotten so strong throughout the process. And that's everything with life. Whatever goal that you have to start somewhere. If you don't start and you don't, if you don't start and you don't keep doing it, you're not going to learn what you need to change, what you need to adjust. It's kind of like baking a cake. You can have the ingredients, and sometimes you're like, you know what? I prefer if I put in a little less vanilla next time, or I put in a little bit more sugar. Whatever it is, you're not going to know what's missing or what you want to add to it to make it your own unique recipe unless you actually bake that first cake, right? So when it comes to getting to your goals and checking it off, I think it's also very important to glamorize the journey itself. So, in the process of building a business, we want to get to the point where we are making a lot of money and we don't have to go through all the up and downs. But the process of building that business, and it may be like, having a bad month or getting overwhelmed with orders or whatever it is that drives you, you're going to learn how to evolve within that process. So, if, for example, if content creation is something that you've been thinking about for years, it might just be your true calling, and you are psyching yourself out and stopping yourself from starting even before you get started. I don't know if that makes sense. But you have to realize it's also just always a battle within your mind because that's the only limiting thing that's stopping you. So if you keep telling yourself you're going to do it tomorrow, or you start and then you're like, oh, like for example with me, I told myself I will post like every single week, and I haven't posted in 2 weeks, right? So I was like, let me get back onto it and actually just keep going. And I want a perfect results already without going through the grind of making these videos to figure out what works for me, what doesn't work for me. I want to get to that end goal already, but I have to learn to sit with the process and learn how to glamorize this version of myself, because this is the version of myself that I need to refine in order to get to the goal that I want, which is being more comfortable making these videos and being able to talk and being able to express myself the way that I want to express myself. And if you don't start the process, and it's so easy for us to kind of tell ourselves like, you know, tomorrow, or I'm gonna wait till I get the perfect equipment, the perfect camera, let me get a mic, let me get this, let me get that. You actually don't need anything to start most things. All you need to do is just kind of you do your basic research. Even if you want to start a business, when it comes to like, oh, I need to save so much money to buy inventory. Sometimes you can start businesses with no money at all. Just like today, start the Instagram for your business. Like come up with like the color scheme, do all the little things that you need to do today, and then build off of that every single day that you wake up. Do one more extra thing, especially in the time of AI that we live in right now. You can literally start a business just by going to ChatGPT and helping it like brainstorm some ideas for you so that you can come up with your own ways of making money, right? So if it's something about like you're in a job that you are miserable at and you're like, this is the year where I'm going to get a new job or find a second source of income, or like whatever it is that is driving you, and it's something that you weren't able to accomplish last year, this is the year where you have to. And I would not say even wait till the first of the year, just start it today. And sometimes even in the process of like starting, we overthink it so much when we are human beings and there's no such thing as perfection. And in the process of waiting for perfection, we miss out on our creativity, because creativity is sometimes done in chaos or unpreparedness. You can't be 100% perfect. And the world doesn't even like, you're not going to be relatable if you're perfect, if you do everything perfectly, and you're gonna make mistakes, and you have to embrace those mistakes as well. And mistakes are just lessons, by the way. I even hate the word mistakes, but you have to embrace these lessons that you're going to learn. And the only way to learn these lessons and see what your blind spots are is by actually starting the process of doing. And if you are going to keep telling yourself, like, I'm going to wait till tomorrow, I'm going to wait till next week, or I'm going to wait till the first of the year to go to the gym, or like whatever it is that your goals are, you are being like everyone else, and you need to be extraordinary. And the simplest way to be extraordinary is by starting today. It's not by waiting till the first, when everyone is going to be crowding the gym, everyone is going to be looking into LLCs and all this other stuff that you need to get done. You can do anything. Like you can do anything that you can put your mind to, as long as you just start the process of doing. And the only thing that's stopping you is your own limiting beliefs of what you can accomplish, because you're thinking about the grand ending instead of just enjoying the journey and the process of doing itself. Enjoy this. Like right now, I'm enjoying being in front of the camera, I'm enjoying talking, and eventually I'll get to the point where I'm even more comfortable and I can do more fun things with this. But I just had to push myself to actually start. And it's the same thing for everyone. Just start the process today.